Hi, my name is Nori Balamus.
I play Petra.
My name is Garm Blackstorm.
The character's name is Fiona.
Petra is a human
Ursine.
I'm a Triton.
She is a Dampier.
barbarian.
And a Tempest Cleric.
Fighter.
She is a warlock whose patron is the Great Old One.
I'm pregnant. Going into Barovia.
And she is a hottie with a body who don't know nobody.
We're not sure how this will go. It's fine. Everything's fine.
We walked into Barovia. And we're probably gonna die there.
If we don't come back, remember our stories.
And we are rolling. Go in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome back to Ghosts of Strahd.
Woo!
You will notice that we are down one player tonight. Something came up, she couldn't be here. But that's okay. You will also notice that in the background, there's another person. Beans, I'll let you take this one over.
Hi, everybody. This is my friend Katie from graduate school. She came to visit me with New York, because I'm in New York right now at my parents' house. And would you like to say anything?
Logan, quit knocking my beer cans over.
You blame the cats for that one.
Damn it, Zuzu. Sorry.
It's good to be here. I'm excited. Longtime fan of the show. Hi, Mom.
Seen every episode.
Honestly, she's our first fan.
Honestly, yeah.
She's
the
been our
fan club president.
Before we started filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be the pun gremlin tonight, so I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Also, it's my anniversary. Shane, if you're watching, I love you, honey.
That was adorable.
Love. That dweem within a dweem. I know that's not the line.
Well,
Yeah, Princess Baga.
And with all of that, shall we begin?
Let's shall.
So, last time on Ghosts of Strahd, you continued fighting your way through Durth Manor. You fought off a couple more ghouls, and Garm just had to touch a magical orb. And shadows erupted and attacked everyone in the room. Luckily, y'all were able to defeat them. You found a secret way back upstairs. And then you found the room of Elizabeth Durst, the mother, as well as Sephaxis, who had been turned into a death dog. After a brief fight with Elizabeth, and a discovery of a few items by Nori, you made your way further down. You found yourselves in a chamber with several treasures, and you saw a room that was mostly filled with water. As you entered, chants of "He is the Ancient, He is the Land" began erupting. Nori and Garm, you both climbed onto the dais in the center of the room. As you did, the chants changed to "One must die." Eventually, a flesh mound appeared, and you proceeded to fight it. However, realizing that it would not be an easy fight, Garm, you took Sephaxis onto the altar and snapped both of his heads, sacrificing Sephaxis to this cult. The flesh mound disappeared, and you all began to mourn. You stayed in there a little too long, however, and the flesh mound returned for the body of Sephaxis. And y'all weren't having none of that.
Hell no, I wasn't.
After a devastating fight, you discovered that the flesh mound was in fact Walton, who was the baby of Anya, the maid, and Gustav. The baby had been sacrificed by the mother, by Elizabeth, and turned into this thing. You were able to save the child, and in doing so, something or someone gave you Safaxis back. Eventually, you made your way outside. Nori was reunited with Oceanus, and you all found a nice picnic where you had met the kids originally. And that is where we are beginning. I want to say you ate the picnic, probably took a nap.
At some point, we would have heard a thump near a corner of the house. Y'all missed
Surprisingly,
this.
no, you didn't.
Oh,
It's still falling.
At some point during the first session that we lost, to try and get Oceanus' attention, because he was outside the house, I dropped an axe off a balcony. So it didn't hit the ground?
It didn't.
I'm gonna... Upon waking up and realizing that, I'm gonna go look up.
Sure. Whenever y'all eventually do wake up, before we get to that, one of the first things y'all notice is Fiona's gone.
What?
Neat.
There is a letter there, though.
Oh, hello.
I'll let y'all read this,
Alright, chat, go for it.
unless you would like me to read it for you to make it easy.
You know what? How about you do that?
Yeah.
It reads, "If you are reading this, I am already gone. Our paths may cross again, and we have a similar goal, or at least your goal intersects with mine. Don't trust anyone. Barovia is full of characters who don't have your best interest. The house we just left should tell you all you need to know. Things are not what they appear to be. Heed that warning. Petra, being the only human in this group, you will need to be the face. The people here don't take kindly to non-humans. They aren't as open-minded as I. I am off. Don't look to me. Stay focused on your journey. I hope you find those children, no matter the odds. Signed, Fiona Z."
Well. Shit. I'll start readjusting my gear so that it sits more comfortably on all fours.
Where could she have gone?
I mean, she's a cryptic local. I figure she's got her own designs.
Yeah.
I feel like fate will probably have us running into her again.
Maybe. At some Barovian bar. A Barovia.
God damn it.
Intense.
Oh,
That's
And we're
one.
starting early.
5 minutes in.
Y'all, you didn't even know what he was doing before we started recording.
I know.
Yeah.
Logan, I haven't gotten through an episode to see our pun counter. Is there a ding when it comes up?
No. There should be, but I've not figured out how to add that yet in the
Can you make it a clown
basic
honk?
editor that I have.
Oh my god, when we finally manage to get a sound effect, it needs to be a... Oh my god.
Anywho. Oh god. Looking up the sky,
Squeaky toy?
dear lord.
I'm sorry.
But given that the picnic gave you the benefits of a long rest, I assume y'all took a short rest? Just to kind of recollect yourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I work on starting to attune to the cloak?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
You're not there yet, but you're working on it.
Okay. Thank you.
It appears to be about 11 p.m. 11 midnight. So what are y'all doing?
Have I gotten around to going over and looking up yet?
You have. You don't see it anywhere.
Shit. That was a nice hatchet.
It's gonna be like Chekhov's axe. It's gonna come like biting us in the ass by the third act.
It's Chekhov's hatchet. When a hatchet is thrown in the first act, it has to have fallen by the fourth.
Oh god.
Ugh.
We're all fully awake and it's nighttime.
Yeah. Might be useful to become nocturnal in this place.
True.
Or extremely dangerous. One or the other.
It's dark. Logic would state we set up camp, but we also probably should keep moving because, again, this place is not safe.
It's not safe if we move or if we don't move.
We're not safe anywhere.
Yeah.
I would say we'd probably be a lot safer if we found the nearest town. DM, we were moseying towards that, weren't we?
We were.
We can track that bad boy down. I don't think. Do we have an actual map or?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. We do have an actual map.
I'll pull you right here.
Real sweet.
You'll scroll all the way to the right of the map.
Oh boy, she is blurry.
That probably just hasn't loaded for you yet completely.
Sorry, chat. My computer's kind of slow. Come on. You can do it, computer. Holy hell. Here. Zoomed way in.
It is a large map.
You said all the way to the right?
Yes.
Boy, howdy.
I am going to start pinging where y'all are at.
Oh, goodness. It really is a large map. Oh, there it is. Fantastic.
We got a hot minute to walk.
Actually, probably a little closer to you.
That's
But
still a
still.
hot minute to walk.
It is. It is.
Ah, there it is. I found it.
There we go.
Jeepers. You gotta stop jumping around. Holy hell.
Did we just lose Abby? Yes, this right around here is where y'all are.
Sounds good.
The only way is forward, pretty much. Unless you want to go towards the woods or anything.
Do we look stupid?
In the
Touché.
words of the Puritans, the woods be evil.
So, what are y'all doing?
Just a point of order for you, DM. Are we close enough to that town for people to have seen the plume of smoke of me burning down Durst Manor?
Probably not.
All right, cool. Just making sure we're not going to run into people
At
on the
least
road.
not with all the fog.
Ah, yes, lots of fog.
I can now cast your move. Destroy water, which can get rid of fog clouds, by the way.
Ooh.
But yeah. So what exactly are y'all doing here? What is the plan?
Sticking to Oceanus like glue,
Shall we take a
course.
mosey?
and marching our happy asses towards the town, I guess.
Fantastic.
I'll drop to all fours.
As you are walking along the road, you stumble upon an old grave. It's an elongated earthen mound. At its head is the symbol reminiscent of the sun. It's just kind of there on the side of the road. So you run into it about here-ish.
A grave?
Uh-huh.
Roll to investigate the grave? Like,
Roll investigation. That, my friend, is a very, very old grave.
cool.
The little sun-like symbol is calling a pardon on it.
Is the grave like humanoid sized or somewhat bigger?
It's about humanoid size.
Okay.
Well, this is very good.
Is there anything on the headstone other than the sun symbol, or
Not that you can see.
there's no reason to dig up a body?
They may have been buried with something valuable, though.
I'm gonna keep walking forward and pretend I didn't hear that, Garm. Depending on how quickly you can use your paws and dig that up is how quickly you can catch up with me.
Fair enough.
After like I've learned like not to touch anything.
That is true.
Are y'all just walking on?
I'll sniff the headstone real quick.
Okay.
Any weird smells?
Mildew.
That figures. I feel like a lot of things are going to smell like mold here.
Yeah.
Do any of us recognize the sun symbol?
You can roll religion.
Okay.
That's me in the corner.
Oh yeah, we should probably mark down what time we had the technical flub.
That's not good though. Here's the one.
Ooh.
Garm, you roll?
Yes. What are we rolling for again?
Religion.
Religion?
You don't
Gotcha.
have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, I might as well help.
Religion does not cross my mind.
Boo.
What is my modifier? Religion is an intelligence-based one, so that modifier is a 0, so... Yeah, that's a 6.
Y'all have never seen this symbol before in your lives.
Garm doesn't know shit.
Cool.
Even the clerics don't know what this one is. You can assume it's from a very, very, very old religion.
Okay.
But yeah.
There's no reason to dig it up.
So you gonna head on?
I don't know what to do.
I would say let's head on to the town.
Okay.
Just take note of what we saw. See if we see it anywhere else.
Okay.
Sure. After about an hour of walking, tall shapes begin to loom out of the fog that surrounds, well, everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestone, with tall shapes becoming recognizable as well. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes the streets from a distance. Welcome to the village of Barovia.
Neat.
Here we are.
Y'all enter... probably about here.
Cool.
What are y'all doing?
Probably gonna squeeze Oceanus' hand a little bit tighter and keep an eye out. And I'm probably gonna pull up my hood.
Okay.
Am I able to tell where the sobbing is coming from?
You can roll a perception check.
Yeah, that was what I was actually asking. Let's see. Perception is... That's an 11.
You can tell it's coming somewhere down this way.
Gotcha.
What is quite noticeable as it's getting closer to midnight is a green glow emanating from this area way up here.
Oop, let me pan up. I'm guessing it's that... Yep, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
A green glow in the sky almost.
Interesting. We have a bad history with things that glow green.
Yeah, we do.
I don't. Nori doesn't know jack shit about that.
I'm sure we explained that bit. for reference, in the first part of this campaign back in Saltmarsh, things went shit sideways for almost all of us. The day the sky flashed green.
Yeah. It should have flashed red because it was time for us to stop.
That was bad.
It'll never flash yellow because we're never slowing down.
Hey!
Boys!
Boys!
What are y'all doing here? Nice.
Well, technically, isn't Petra in charge of us right now? Because she's the face of the party.
Yeah, I'll probably take stand at the front, just watching and making sure nobody's really glaring or giving any weird looks. And if they are, grab the
It's
axe.
about midnight, so most people are asleep.
Cool, even better.
As Petra takes her place at the front, I'll pad up next to her.
Okay. On all fours, looking like a little bear.
On all fours. I've been all fours since we left camp.
Oceanus and I will take up the rear, so we keep Squishy Boy in the middle.
Hey. Oceanus is holding on very tightly to your hand.
And I am squeezing it just as tightly back.
And I will kind of, in a bear-like fashion and then very subtly, look up at Petra and mutter the word, in a way that could be misconstrued as, like a bear grumbling.
She'll give like a pat to his head, like a bear pat, 'cause he probably looks like her pet at this point.
Yeah.
That and then
That's the intention.
Let's find the closest in. With the best views.
You said that Nori's probably showing now?
Do what?
You said Nori's probably showing now?
Let me
Earlier?
look that up, because
Yeah.
1
It's
week...
Pretty early, isn't it?
Yeah, at 3 weeks you wouldn't be showing.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
You might not even know you're pregnant at 3
I didn't
weeks.
realize what you were saying there for some reason.
Yeah, because if she is, then I need to pull the cloak in front, because that's staying under wraps as long as possible.
First signs of a... Google tells me that you'll likely notice the first signs of a bump early in the second trimester, between weeks 12 and 16.
So we won't until 2 months.
Yeah.
Nothing until 2 months, because that's when... Because if technically we're looking at 3 months...
Yeah.
So divide that by 3, though.
Well, if a regular pregnancy is 9 months, and hers is only 3 months, it's just first trimester, second trimester, third trimester is 1 per month.
Yeah.
So we go till the second month.
So you've got about 3 weeks before you should start showing.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah. So, you hear crying that way. You see a green light in the sky up to the north. You said you're heading to the nearest inn?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is actually not too hard to find. As you're walking, you get to about here.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the crying coming from down this way somewhere, but you see lights in this building right up here. And a sign that you can just barely make out that reads "Blood of the Vine."
Does the crying sound like it's a child, or...
I'm sorry, not of, blood on the vine. Say that again, Nori?
Is the sound of crying a child?
You can roll an insight. No, definitely not.
Okay. So Nora wouldn't be running off like crazy, but she's probably gonna look over there like, should we check that out?
I'm on the fence about checking it out because we have stuff to do, and do we really need to be getting ourselves in more trouble and drawing more attention to ourselves? And we really don't need that.
Yeah.
I'll
You're
look
right.
back at Nori and, in a very bear-like manner, shake my head.
I'll take the hint because honestly, if Garm's not going to touch it, then Nori probably shouldn't be touching it. If Garm wouldn't do it.
This venture does not sound profitable. Star Wars fans out there.
Well, good. So y'all are heading to the inn, is what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
We'll be going in.
Jake.
There's another.
So, a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern. What's your passive perception?
I think mine's like 13. Hang on. Yeah, no, wait, that's passive wisdom. Oh, yeah, 13.
It's 12.
11.
Petra and Nori, you both notice it as you're walking by. Close inspection reveals that it originally read Blood of the Vine, and the inn has been scratched on over the L.
That's concerning.
Only slightly suspicious.
As you all do what?
I only want to slightly start arming myself and getting ready to fight as well you walk into an inn.
Fair enough. Let me look at, okay, yeah. 12. As you enter, armed, a blazing fire. Do what?
Just using my trident as a walking stick at this point.
Okay.
Casually.
Okay. A blazing fire in the hearth gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within. You see what appears to be the barkeep. He is very tired right now. Looks like he's actually closing up the bar. You see 3 Vistani sitting together. They give you a small glance to go back to talking. And a man sitting alone who looks like he's about to close up his tab at what would it be, midnight. In the back corner, obscured by shadows, you see a massive behemoth of a being. His skin appears gray, and his clothes appear quite regal. He is heavily obscured, however, and from here, it sort of looks like a giant hippopotamus drinking tea.
I will continue my character as a bear, and I will pad over to the fireplace and kind of walk in a circle, and then just plop down so that I think we lost Jake.
No, he's muted and camera's off.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And I will plop down, conveniently facing away from the fire so I can still watch the common room.
Okay. Yeah, the man sitting alone definitely looks at you strangely. You just hear a small remark as he's passing by. Don't often you see a trained bear around here.
I'll pick my head back up and sniff him.
He smirks a little bit.
Oh, Jake.
Looking at the bear, he looks up at the others. Oh. Hello. Would you like to join me for some wine? My treat. It's not often we get new visitors. He looks at the barkeep. I'm sure Eric can give us one more round before he closes up tonight.
With that round, could we also get some in a bowl for my pet bear?
Wine for the bear.
Pick my head up and snuffle at him.
You heard them, Eric. Eric, the man behind the bar, he's a pudgy little man. Just nods. His expression is rather blank. And after a few moments, he brings everyone a glass of wine and a bowl of wine for the bear.
I'll do bear things. I'll sit up on my butt with the legs stuck out, and I'll kind of palm the bowl between 2 hands or 2 paws, and just appearing to not pay attention to the conversation, sip from the bowl.
Hehe. Well, good to see new faces. My name is Ismark. Ismark, I can never say his name. They have such fun names. Ismark Kolyanovich, the new burgomaster of this town.
The new what, master?
Burgomaster.
As
What do you
in,
mean?
real good at grilling?
Does Garm say that?
No, that's Sarge trying to figure out what you're
No,
saying.
remember
Yeah, I can.
the Santa Claus is coming to town Christmas special, the Burgermeister Burger, that like the guy that was like in charge of the town. Is that like what it is?
To be fair, I wasn't actually there for that
Mayor,
portion
yeah.
of the Christmas special.
Yeah.
Oh, a mayor. Okay.
Okay. Why is he called the Burgermeister?
It sounds like some,
Burgo.
it sounds like some German shit. Probably.
Probably is. Sounds pretty German.
My people do weird things with some words.
Master. It's spelled different than I was expecting. So I was going to say, Meister is definitely a German word.
I thought he would call himself the Burger Master.
He's real good at grilling on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
No, goodness.
Anyhoozle, I'm still sipping my wine.
He got a glass of wine for himself. He's sipping it as well.
At some point in this, Nora needs to stealthily dump her cup of wine into Garm's bowl.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh my god.
You are not stealthy at all. In fact, you trip a little bit. Luckily, it all goes into his bowl, or at least most of it. But you definitely caused a little bit of a scene.
I'll set the bowl down and start licking the splatter off my chest.
Ismark just chuckles. If you do not want any wine, you could have just said so.
Religious reasons, I don't drink. I usually take it to be polite, though.
Say that last part again?
I don't drink because of religious reasons, but I find it difficult to turn down. I'm a little overly polite.
I see. Well, in that case, how about some tea for you?
I would love a cup of tea, thank you.
Eric, could you get her whatever it is Reginald is having over there? He points to the large hippopotamus. And Eric nods and starts fixing you some tea.
Thank you.
So what brings you all to our little slice of hell?
Self-aware, I guess.
Not the talkative bunch, are you?
We're
He
looking
just kind of
for
laughs.
we're looking for a few missing children.
I'll grumble like a bear.
Children, I see you. We've been having some people disappearing our own self.
From this town?
He looks at you and nods. Oh, seems like every week for the past year, a villager has gone missing.
Really?
Wolves?
My father, the former burgomaster, Kolyan Indrovich, he did his best to figure out what was going on, but nothing. No, it definitely wasn't wolves. We're not sure what it was. Personally, I believe it's the work of the devil Strahd. He spits on the ground as he says that.
You're dead.
He spits on the ground as he says that. Of course, I have no proof, but that is my working theory.
We followed the children's trail into Barovia. It got cold when we got there.
Nearest nod. It's likely not the same culprit then. I wish. He looked at you all for a moment. You say you come not from one of the other towns here, but from outside of Barovia.
Nora's just gonna look at Petra and be like, "You're the face of the party. You should probably do the talking here." Nora's just gonna...
Sorry, but my dad had come in the room and I was very distracted. He yelled magic missile and then shut the door. So I was distracted.
We love you, Abby's dad.
Magic missile. Yeah.
He does that every time we play, every single time.
I love that.
I never know when. So my brain was somewhere else. What did he say last? Sorry.
He asked if you had come from one of the other towns in Barovia or from outside of the realm.
We came from outside of the realm.
Adventurers, then. Perhaps you could assist me in finding out what's going on here. Finding our missing villagers. At least what's happened to them. He looks at you all and just kind of raises his eyebrows.
How could we help?
Well, if you came from outside of Barovia, you are more capable than we are.
How?
As I said, adventurers. I'm sure you've seen your fair share of mysteries and combat and war and whatnot. Meanwhile, we have been living under the cursed thumb of the devil Strahd. He spits on the ground again.
I take it this Strahd guy has caused you all great pain.
You have no idea.
Who is he anyway?
A dreadlord. He has ruled over the people of Barovia for generations after generation. Even my grandfather did not know of a time when that blasted demon wasn't ruling over us.
And what makes him so curseable?
Dreadlord, as he likes to call himself. He likes to toy with us all. We're like his own personal little plaything. We know that he is a vampire residing in the castle that I'm sure you can see overhead. No one's welcome there. He is a curse placed on the land. We believe it to be because of a sin long forgotten, committed by our ancestors. He has taken many lives and many souls. He kind of looks sad for a moment as he looks down. Unfortunately, his new target is my sister.
Your sister?
He nods.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh. My father did his best to protect her, and now that falls to me.
Why is he after your sister?
I wish I knew. He looks at you all for a moment. There is another way you can help me by protecting her. He stops for a moment. Of course, you all did just get here. I don't know if I can trust you all.
We just walked into Barovia. We're not sure if we can trust you yet either.
I'll cock my head to the side with the tongue lolling out.
Behave yourself.
Tell you what. If you help me with our missing villagers problem, I can put you up in the best room they have here, and perhaps we can work together to figure out a way to defeat the devil. As he says that, you hear a bit of a scratch on the floor from behind you.
Oh.
Like a chair scraping the floor.
I probably still have my trident in my hand, and I'm just gonna like whip around and like.
I'd be able to see that.
Yes. You saw the hippopotamus straighten up a little bit.
Ah.
He's kind of glancing over at the table.
Then you'd probably see the ears swivel forward. And Garm is kind of staring Hippo down.
Garm, you could probably see it better now that you're a little closer.
Uh-huh.
You have this hippo has a very unique weapon sitting beside him.
Mm-hmm.
He's also, in his mouth, is an interesting... It appears to be a pipe.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a monocle over his eye.
Hmm.
Where have we seen that? Where have I seen that before? What show has hippos in it that are regal?
You might be thinking of Babar.
Not Babar.
I mean, regal
What?
elephants. They're the same color.
It wasn't elephants. I swear to God, I've seen something with hippos.
I mean,
I don't
there's
know.
dancing hippos in many an early...
It was rhinoceros. It was rhinoceros.
Ah.
I was
The
looking
Lion
at
King?
the play rhinoceros. No, the play rhinoceros.
Oh. Ah.
Yep, there it is. There you go. Ismark is kind of looking at you all, his eyebrow raised. I'll give you as much information as I have on this, if you wish to assist. Or else I can put you in the safer direction.
I think that we should assist, but I don't want to make that decision alone.
What can you tell me?
I'm pretending to be a bear. I don't exactly get a vote, so...
Yeah. Fair enough. So it's down to 3.
Petra, how trained is your bear?
I'll look up at
Depends
Petra.
on what you're asking.
So let's have fate decide this for us. So we can like put like a treat in each bowl or something and like scribble yes or no on that and have Carm like the first one he goes to pizza.
As Nori is describing this, I will just look at her.
I like to imagine Petra's on her knees, like in front of the balls, going like, "Here, buddy, come get it. Pick a side."
Are there? How are we doing this?
There's like a little line in each one, and there's like a yes or no scrawled out in front of each bowl. So the one you're going to is the one we're doing.
All right. What? Remind me again. What is the implications? We're helping find the missing villagers, and yes, we'll help find the missing villagers. No, we'll go do something else.
No, we'll take the safer path. Yes, we're gonna try and figure out what the hell's going on.
All
Work
right.
with it.
And we'll be housed somewhere, like pretty nice, which is convenient.
Yeah. I'll look at the team, and I'll look at the blind. And I'll look at the team. I'll go.
Oceanus is 100% stifling a chuckle.
I'll pad over to the wine next to the yes. I'll pick it up, drink it, set the glass down upside down, and then I'll go over to the no, drink it, set the glass upside down, go back over to the yes and tap it, and then I'll go over to Nori and lick her face. Just a big slobbery.
Ooh. Ismark is laughing his ass off now.
I trained him well.
Yeah.
And then I will pad back over, stand up on back legs, and plop down on the hearth.
Garm,
Yes.
as you do that, you notice the hippopotamus man, Reginald, as y'all can assume from where Ismark was pointing earlier, takes off his monocle, looks at it, looks at you, and then gives you a wink and puts it back on.
Oh.
A knowing wink.
I'll just lick the chops. And
For those wondering, this is what Reginald looks like.
Q Porter the Fourth.
Oh my god.
No, this is right.
A hippopotamus holding the musket or a flintlock.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute.
Oh, he is fantastic.
He is wonderful. Ismark looks at you all in between the laughs, so I take it that's a yes.
The bear of fate has chosen.
Fair enough.
I'll just sit there scratching my stomach.
So, some of the things that you should know that might help. Important to note that, well, there haven't been any funerals held at the church for over a year. The last victim for poor Gregor Stanovich disappeared only 5 days ago. He was a devout follower of the Morning Lord, and I was reported missing by an old friend who expected to see that day. We've been looking, but there's no sign of anything. We couldn't even get Mad Mary to talk to us.
Who's Mad Mary?
Oh, I'm sure you heard her as you were coming in. She is always awake, just filling up the most pitiful well.
Why?
I'm not entirely sure.
So no one has asked her why she's crying?
It's not that we haven't asked, it's that she hasn't answered.
Perhaps I should try.
At that point, y'all hear a plopping walking over to you. I assume y'all turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The hippo man has walked up to you. Hold on, let me get into the voice. Let me scroll down here. Hello! I hear you're looking into this, these missing persons. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lord Reginald Q. Porter IV. I would like to offer my assistance.
Okay. What do you offer?
Man, do what?
What do you offer in assistance?
Well, he holds up his firearm. Well, for one, I have, of course, a gift. If you know of us, you know we are a warfaring race. I come from the city of Barovia. I was a trained elite commando for Her Majesty's army, for Queen and country and all that. But, well, the rest of the group didn't quite make it. But I offer my own help, my firearms, and the loyalty of the Gif Empire. He takes a sip of tea.
Nori's just gonna lift up her teacup and toast him a little bit and sip it.
Oh, a woman of taste, I see.
Just slowly pan to Garm. Like, Garm!
I'm just... Boy, that itch behind that ear. Ooh, she's real.
So what say you? Can I help you bring Glory to Barovia and the Gift Empire, full queen and country. I am happy to help you all. Ismark is biting his lip, trying not to laugh.
I'll pad over and sniff him.
He smells like a hippo.
Have I ever
And
smelled one of those
gunpowder.
before?
You can roll a history check.
Has Garm ever smelled a hippo?
Has Garm ever encountered a hippo?
Well, this history check's going to find out.
All right.
Not only have you encountered a hippo, back in the day, you actually encountered a gift fleet.
Oh.
So you know they are terrifying monstrosities.
Jesus.
They live for war.
So I'll give him a sniff. And I'll pad back over, look him in the eyes, and in such a way that only he would see. I'll give him a knowing wink.
He just smiles and smokes on his pipe a little bit.
And I'll pad back to my spot by the fireplace, curl up, and appear to go to sleep.
I think a bear likes you.
Oh, fantastic. I certainly like the bear. Oh, a big old smile appears on his face. Ismark looks at him. Well, I haven't seen this poor man smile in quite a while. Oh, I've been waiting for a group to come and help me in completing my mission. He just looks at Ismark. I had lost all hope, but these fine chaps have brought it back to this old codger. He starts plopping towards the door. He opens it, steps outside, and looks around at you. I will go prepare my things. As he does that, you see a hand burst through his chest. After a moment, the hand retreats and he falls down, revealing. Hold on.
Should I go help him?
Revealing a dour man standing there.
Oh.
He looks at you all. Good evening. I must thank you for restoring this poor soul's heart. Would it have been nearly as entertaining to kill him in the state he has been in? Apologies. Allow me to introduce myself. Before he continues, he looks around. May I come in? Before anyone can really say anything, one of the Vistani welcomes him into the blood on the vine. Appreciate it. My name is Strahd von Zarovich, Dread Lord of Barovia. He looks over you all. As you know, I've been watching you for some time. I am so pleased that you have accepted my invitation to Barovia. I do look forward to seeing how our relationship evolves in the future. Anyone looking at Ismark notices the hatred on his face and the anger.
Shit.
Strahd reaches behind him and pulls out a hatchet. I believe this belongs to you all. He strides over to the table and sets it down.
Thank you.
He stops and looks at Finn. You.
Yes.
Takes a long sniff of the air. What is your name?
Finn. Why would you like to know?
What is your family name, Finn?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Looking back at my equipment.
While Finn's doing that, upon hearing him sniff, I'll surreptitiously also clock his scent.
All you smell is death.
Ah, fun. Lovely. We love that.
Ah.
Ba ba ba
Wait.
ba 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 na.
Why do you necessarily need to know my family name?
He just looks at you. No reason. Never mind. But as I said, I look forward to seeing our friendship evolve. He looks over at his mark. And I will be seeing Irina very soon. He lets out a dark, evil laugh. And you watch as this tall, imposing, powerful man turns into mist and disappears.
Can I go help the hippo on the floor that's probably dead?
You can certainly go try.
Can I go check on him? Because if he's not like spare the dying on the hippo,
Well, you see his heart is no longer in his body.
I can't fix that.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't. His heart's not in the right place.
Oh.
Ah, there's another one.
Whoever is still with Ismark can roll a perception check.
I'll still be curled up on the
Crap.
floor.
I need Strahd. Nori needs Strahd to help her because he's the only one that can help her.
Ooh, perception. Neat.
Fuck.
That's a
He needs
19.
it better.
Say that again, Norm.
That's a 19 for the bear.
You hear Ismark mutter under his breath, and another one joins the march.
I don't like the sound of that, but there's
That's-
people around. So I can't exactly comment on it.
So,
I will now get up and pad over to Reginald Q. Porter IV. And I'll sniff him.
I'm just gonna scratch Garm behind the ears as he's sniffing him, going, "I know, buddy."
he smells dead.
Yeah. I figured he smelled dead.
Plenty of blood.
I guess we should take care of the body.
Yeah.
There is a graveyard in the north by the church.
Do we know what his religion was? What he would have wanted?
I know that he did not follow the Morning Lord. I'm not entirely sure he followed anyone. All he said was for the Queen, and asked about religion or anything of the sort.
Can any of us roll like history check to see if we know what the heck he's talking about when he says Queen and Country or his?
I met an entire gift fleet. Would I have found anything out from that?
I'll let you roll a history check with advantage.
Okay. Oh boy. That's another nat 20.
Fair enough.
Not only did I meet them, I was friends with them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Garm was friends with hippos.
Excuse me. That just makes sense.
For some reason.
Alright, one moment. Yeah, Garm. What you learned about the GIF in your short time with them is that, for the most part, they kind of rejected magic. Their entire life revolved around the military.
Mm-hmm.
And though they acknowledge the existence of the gods, that's pretty much all they do. They acknowledge they exist. The closest thing to any religious ceremonies would probably be every afternoon they just kind of stopped what they were doing, and the entire fleet would just sit down for an afternoon tea. As far as you can tell, Queen and Country essentially was just something they said. You're not entirely sure of anything about them really religious-wise.
Cat.
Kitty. So standing next to Reginald, I'll look up at whoever's around him, and I'll just shake.
I think that's just Nori right now.
While standing next to Nori, I'll look up at her. I'll nudge her, nudge him, nudge her, shake. Attempting to impart, I know something. Can't speak, but I know.
Can I roll insight to see if Nori got the hint?
Sure.
17?
Yeah. You definitely can tell that he's trying to tell you something.
Can I tell that he knows something about Reginald?
Yeah, that seems pretty clear.
Okay, cool. All right, so you said there was a graveyard nearby?
Yes. Out by the church. Although there hasn't been any funerals there, so it's not very well tended.
That's all right.
It's been a year since a new grave has been added there.
Well, first time for everything. Petra, would you mind helping me get the body onto your bear? I don't think I could lift this one by myself.
Yeah, I can help you do that.
This is a whole ass hippo.
With narrowed eyes, I look at Nori.
With narrowed eyes, I look back at Garm, and I look at my little noodle arms that I have. Nori's a tank, but I don't think she can lift a hippo. Milo, do not. That's cute, but you can't do that.
Garm wouldn't be wearing his coat at the moment, but with narrowed eyes.
No, buddy, please don't hit me in the face. Thank you.
What are y'all doing? I know she called Petra over, if I heard correctly.
Yeah.
What you doing there, Petra?
I guess trying to get this hippo up on Garm's back.
Yeah, give us a strength check.
I'll lay as flat as I can. Hopefully to help.
I'll let you make it with advantage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're able to... It takes a bit of doing because he's very large, but you're able to lift him up and just plop him over Garm's back.
Nice.
Can Garm carry a hippo?
You can now.
We're about to find out. Garm, give us a strength check.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
You've been rolling that 20s all night. This will be another one.
Hey, do you
I
have
have my Giant's Might now.
There you go.
Although that only lasts a minute. Alright. And it makes me bigger.
Yeah, try it without the Giant's Might. If it doesn't work, then we will build a rigging thing here with a table and some rope. We'll make a little makeshift sled.
All right. Let's see. That is a dirty 20.
You're able to stand up with him. You're struggling walking, but you're able to get him up. So I take it y'all are heading to the graveyard?
Yeah.
As you're leaving,
there.
Ismark calls after you. And be careful. There's some sort of disease going around out there.
COVID?
Does that count as a pun or no?
No, it's
It's more of a
timely reference.
No.
A reference to date the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, viewers in
Be
2032.
careful out there.
We survived COVID.
He says, as you're leaving.
What was that?
Yeah, he just says, be careful out there.
Ah,
We
And
will.
with that, he finishes up paying his bill and leaves as well.
All right, let's go bury a hippo.
All right.
Does anybody have anything to
Yeah.
take the grave with out of curiosity?
Well, I do have. Let's see what's in this kit.
Anybody got a shovel?
I mean, it's a
What's in this
graveyard. They've
explorer's
probably got
bag?
shovels.
Yeah, we'll go find a shovel. You're good.
Let's say it takes you about 15 minutes to walk to the graveyard. As you enter, you do notice that it is fairly overgrown. As you're walking in, you do see a lot of old tombstones, a lot of old graves. You also see plenty of fresh ones.
I thought he said there hadn't been any funerals here.
Maybe a burial, but not a funeral.
Is anybody around?
Not right now. It's like 1 in the morning at this point.
No official funerals, maybe, but body dumps.
Whoever wants to, you can make an insight check.
Sure.
Petra, judging from where you had seen it earlier, this is most. Oh, Finn too.
I got a
You
15.
can tell this is most likely where the green light was coming from.
Lovely.
Okay.
The green light. Cool. That's fun. All right. Have we found an empty space yet where we can bury a hippo?
I'd say probably towards this corner down here. There's just enough room.
All right. Garm, I hate to ask you to do any more tonight, but I'm gonna go try and find a shovel. Can you start digging?
Yeah, I got it. And I'll roll him off.
Please.
Sorry, buddy.
Not even going to make you roll for digging here. Nori, I'll let you roll an investigation.
Yeah, see if I can find a freaking shovel.
Yeah, you find one hidden in the bushes near one of the fresher graves.
Okay, that just has "Don't touch it" written all over it.
It's a cursed shovel. It'll make you dumb. Have Petra grab it.
Can I roll investigation on the shovel?
Sure. It appears to be a shovel.
Appears to be.
Wooden
Should I roll an
handle.
Arcana on it?
Can I
Probably
poke?
trapped.
This has somebody dumped a body, and if I touch this, I'm gonna get arrested written all over it.
I'm gonna check its Arcana.
Okay. There's no magic coming off of this thing.
Okay.
We're
No
gonna
magic.
we'll figure out what to do with the shovel later. But I'll pick up the shovel.
Okay. It definitely makes digging the grave easier.
Okay.
You get it done in about an hour.
Once Nori came back with the shovel, I probably would have gone to find something to create sort of a headstone.
Give me an investigation.
All right. Investigation. Where the fuck do you go? There it is. That's a 15.
All right. Are you? How far are you looking?
Just kind of around.
You don't find a whole lot. You find a lot of brush and weeds, but not much else.
Any, like, not like in the bushes, but like looking, like, is there like a 2x4 I could yoink off a gate door or something?
No, it's mostly wrought iron.
No 2x4s just laying around?
No, unfortunately not.
Not a rock?
Any decently sized rocks? I might be able to finagle that.
That, just on the outside of the fence, you can see a nice sized rock.
Alright. I will grab the rock. Yep. And then I'll set it at the head and I'll get started on an inscription.
Aw. What are you writing on it?
Reginald Q. Porter IV lived his life for Queen and country, and now his tour has ended. We shall never see his like again.
Yeah. After, let's say it's about 2:30, 3 in the morning by the time you get this all done and all set up. But it's a nice little grave.
Back to bed?
Yep, I suppose so.
Thanks for helping, Garm.
Yep, I won't go bed.
So yeah, y'all go back to the Blood on the Tavern Inn, or Blood on the Vine Tavern. Eric looks at you all, hands out 2 keys up the stairs, the 2 rooms on the left. Good night. He just turns around. He goes and locks the front door, and then heads to his personal room in the back.
Okay. All right, which rooms?
Well, I guess
Check
me
them
and,
out.
me and Petra kind of
I'll
have
stay
to
in
switch our
A
room. Since I'm technically playing the part of her pet bear now.
Okay.
Finn, you can join us if you want, so she can have some time with Oceanus. They haven't had that in a little bit.
It's a little crowded on
Well,
the
the last
ship.
time they had that kind of time, it was never mind.
It was a week ago when we knocked her up.
That's the least no actually.
How does it feel?
It's Marvin Gaye and get it on.
Oh, no, fuck you.
So, what I'm hearing, it's Nori and Oceanus and Petra Garmin Finn?
Sure.
Yep, that sounds about correct.
Fair enough. Anything y'all want to do before heading to bed? I can go into a whisper for anyone that wants to do anything. If you might.
Did somebody grab me my other axe?
I'll go back and grab it
Thank you.
before we split up and go into our rooms for the night. I owe him at least that. I had my fun poking fun at the bear tonight.
At least give me back my hatchet.
All right. And then I go look at Oceanus and say, "We need to talk."
Ooh.
Fair enough.
Saucy?
Headphones out, Sarge. He comes into the room. Yes, my dear.
This is going to get very dangerous very quickly.
That is an understatement.
I think we need to be prepared for not both of us making it back.
I have been worried about that since we got here. He looks at you. I will guarantee that you're the one that's going to make it back, though.
Ha, funny.
If I have any say in it.
You might not. Should
You know,
anything happen to me, you're Thomas's guardian. We are clear on this, right? You are going to be responsible for finding him and bringing him home.
Yes, nod.
Should anything happen to me after our child is born, you are responsible for that.
Yes, nod.
Should anything happen to both of us after our child is born, we need to talk about that. Who is responsible at that point?
He looks at the wall connecting the other room. Oh, that's definitely a interesting conversation to be had.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because we have to pick one of those three.
If we can figure out how to break the curse on Petra, my vote would be for her.
My magic still isn't fully back, otherwise I'd be able to do it. Honestly, my vote is Garm.
While part of me agrees with that, the other part recognizes he is an alcoholic asshole.
He's a functioning alcoholic. Wow, we're just really talking about Sarge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he's a functioning alcoholic. Our child specifically is going to need to be around water. Thomas has grown up near the sea, and Garm will move hell and heaven to keep it safe. To keep them both safe, should anything happen to both of us. And I think we need to have this discussion with him.
Would you like to now?
I'll go drag his fuzzy ass in here.
Hey, Sarge, put your headphones in.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
A few minutes later, you hear a knock on the door.
I'm a bear.
Yeah.
Bears don't open doors.
I'm gonna just walk in.
Fair enough. You see Nori walk in.
As
I'm
the
going
door
to
started
grab-
opening, Garb was already off on the back feet, ready to smack.
I'm going to jump up, grab Garm by his fuzzy ear, and drag him over to our room.
I will, at least until the door is closed.
Oceanus waves at you as you enter.
I'll sit down. Was the ear really necessary?
You were ready to strike when I opened the door.
Yeah, because the door started opening.
Listen, we need to talk to you.
Okay. Things that follow that statement are never good.
Well, should something happen to both me and Oceanus, whether our child is born or not, in the event that neither of us make it back without this child being born, you are now Thomas's guardian. Should the child be born, you are now responsible for Thomas and the child. Is what the conclusion we have come to is.
That was my reaction to it first. But she made valid points.
I can list several reasons as to why that is a terrible idea. But at the same time, I'm thinking about it. We really don't know anyone who's better options, do we?
Tom, honestly, if Nin was here, she'd be my first choice.
Well, obviously.
She's not here.
Yep.
But Garm, Thomas has grown up near the sea. He's going to need to be there.
Yep.
This child is going to need to be near water. You are a sailor. They're born. They're both going to be born for the ocean.
Mm-hmm. I'll just look at Nori's. I'm gonna just look at Nori's stomach. We'll make a sailor out of you.
Are you okay with this situation?
I will reiterate it's a terrible idea, but at the same time, the best idea we've got.
When you get if you get them both back and we're not there, Nin is going to be co-guardian, if I'm correct in saying that, Oceanus?
That would be that would set my mind at ease.
Yes.
No offense, Gar.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree.
Should anything happen to us, let her know that those were our wishes.
I'm like I'm planning to become the self-proclaimed leader of one of the largest mercenary companies in the world. It's not going to be a safe place, but if there's no one else, by God, I'll do it.
I actually couldn't think of a safer place than behind you.
I am rather wide, aren't I? And I'll just slap my belly.
All right.
Oceanus will walk around and slap your ass.
Hey, save that for me for later.
Do you want me to transfer that?
Ma'am.
All right, we're going to bed. Thank you, Garm, for consenting to be the guardian of our children.
Okay. Make sure I've closed the door before you go to bed. Or actually, I'm a bear. Close the door behind me before you go to bed.
Make sure you lock your door.
Yeah, I know.
And when he leaves, I will close and lock the door and bedtime.
And I will
Fantastic.
surreptitiously nose the door open.
And don't want to talk to her, you can just...
Fantastic. Stan and Petra, y'all just saw Nori come in, grab Garm by the ear, and drag him to the other room. About 20 minutes later, Garm comes back.
You good, Gar?
What did you bear witness to?
Gah! I think I just got made Nori's kid's godfather?
Oh.
Okay. Excellent.
A horrible decision, in my opinion, but...
I mean, you don't have to do anything. You're just you're the godfather.
I mean, godfather might be the wrong word. Next of canon, I think.
Oh.
Oh, like you're gonna become her child if that child dies?
No. More her kids become mine if she dies. And Oceanus.
Oh.
That's the godfather of sorts.
Yeah.
Godfathers do tend to
so.
take that role if no one else is there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's, I guess.
A weird turn of events, but...
Yeah.
And I will curl up and go to bed.
Fair enough. Taking the rest of y'all go to bed as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a day.
I'll be back in a minute.
Burying hippos. Having to protect kids. Fighting giant flesh monsters. Reuniting kids with mothers. Having traumatic flashbacks and existential crises.
Seeing loved ones beaten to a pulp and dead in the middle of the road in a crystal.
Seeing my dead baby in a tomb, you know.
Yeah.
Spicy.
The usual.
Finn, Petra, is there anything y'all want to do before you go to bed?
There's nothing I can think of at the moment.
Probably not.
Okay. In that case, y'all do take a long rest. You wake up. It's about 9, 10 in the morning. Do y'all wish to continue the session tonight, or would you like to end there? It's up to y'all. It's only 11, so we have plenty of time.
It's only 11. Can we take a quick snack break?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I also gotta like start walking around. Like I if you see me moving around tonight, I promise like I'm just like my sleep schedule has been fucked and I'm just like trying to like just move around to make sure that I'm still awake. So I apologize if that's running anything at all or anything like that.
You're good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add
But
one of
I'm
them
awake.
old we'll be right back things here.
Nice little intermission logo.
What did I miss? Oh.
A round of applause for our special guest, Katie.
Yay!
Yes.
Eventually,
The pun gremlin.
once we've got enough viewers, are we taking an intermission?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, once we've got enough viewers, intermission will be when we do chat engagement.
Ooh.
If we get big enough to have giveaways and shit like that, during the intermission of the next episode will be when we declare the winner of the giveaways of the previous episode. Also, the intermission card has to be the intermission thing from Monty Python and the Quest of the Holy Grail.
Yes.
The flashing red and yellow.
You're right.
Boop-a-doop-boop-boop-a-doop-boop.
And how are you enjoying your night here, Katie?
I'm enjoying it very nicely. Wow, it's late.
Words are difficult.
Words are hard.
This is a trauma light episode.
Yeah. All we had to do
Yeah.
was watch a hippo die.
Yeah,
At the hands of the big bad evil guy.
Yeah, God showed up and murdered a hippo in a bar.
I am so glad I did not give that man my last name.
His hairline is fucked. That's all I could think while looking at him.
He had a hell of a widow's peak.
Yeah.
Interesting. Most people simp for him.
No.
Oh, God.
You
I'm
think she's
glad
gonna
that
simp
you
for
said
that pasty bitch when she could have a storm giant?
You right.
Hey.
Exactly.
She is
Correct.
literally the baby mama to a storm giant. She don't need his punk ass.
Why would I settle for a vampire? He's cold. His hair is awful.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack.
Are we recording? Are we back?
We can be.
Okay.
Are you eating your leftover noodles?
I am eating my leftover noodles.
Noodles.
Ooh, noodles.
Can't go wrong with good nudes.
Damn, Skippy.
God damn it.
Oh.
You didn't even intend it. That was...
Oh, he definitely meant it.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
definitely
good.
meant the
Okay,
double
good.
entendre.
Because, like, I thought you said, like, oh shit, what the hell did I just say?
No. It was just a reaction to Sarge.
It was a reaction to me saying, damn, Skippy.
Yep. Shall we continue?
Thank you for letting me craft food. I'm sorry, I'm really hungry.
Give me a
You're good.
moment to go pop my back real quick.
Hey,
All right.
I'm gonna rest as well.
Guessing you'll be right back.
My drugs wore off and now I'm hungry.
God, fuck. I popped my shoulder too.
Oh,
Things I sincerely hope we keep in the video.
to.
they were talking about using.
You think he knows we can hear?
From Holy Grail.
Why haven't we watched Holy Grail yet? I love Holy Grail.
That's such a good movie. I love that movie.
We should make Will watch it. Will watch it with us.
Okay.
No. I feel like watch it with us. I love it.
I was the annoying high schooler who was obsessed with that film.
It's a good movie.
I still love Monty
It's
Python.
funny.
Verily, I return.
I do too. I do too, but it's like one of those things where like when you're young and then you realize like, oh god, I was too deeply obsessed with a thing.
Yeah.
My entire life bouncing from hyperfocus to hyperfocus. Milo, you need to calm these down.
Yeah, he was all kinds of one, but zoomy zoom.
Don't you look at me. Don't you look at me. Anyway, so we went to this great place for dinner for our anniversary. It's called Kasai Ramen. It's in Syracuse, and it's absolutely delightful.
Nice.
It's like
It
literally,
is.
like look at the color of this ramen noodle bowl.
Oh,
Noodles.
I just kind of dumped some of that out while I was trying to read the color.
I won't tell you.
I won't. They didn't land on my computer. We're good.
So the fun thing is, my times are based off of the raw footage, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's a rough estimate.
Yeah,
It's a rough estimate.
I tried. I've been trying real hard.
I know. I usually just use the time, like the actual time.
Yeah.
Milo Thackeray Moo. No, he's just
Okay.
being a hyperactive cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to have a potty break and a snack break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's all going to Woo.
Trust me, if we play in person ever, I am the one that brings snacks.
Oh, dude. If we do karaoke night and Crown Pepper, we can walk.
Oh shit, yeah, because your grandma's cabin's right there.
We can walk. Don't have to worry about that.
That was a good walk. I love walking. I can't get too drunk though because I'm not about to walk on.
Oh, yeah.
Oi.
Drunk as a girl. That's just asking for
Yeah.
trouble.
We have the options.
Okay.
Thank you for snack. I appreciate it.
Shall we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, give us a 3, 2, 1.
All right. Excuse me. Now then, we are back in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So y'all wake up about 10, 11 o'clock. You don't hear much noise in the tavern below. I assume y'all get ready and head downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are y'all doing? When you get down there, you really only see the 3 Vistani and the barkeep.
Is there evil breakfast?
You can go ask.
Do you serve breakfast at this fine establishment?
Eric just nods. 3 copper.
Clink.
He takes it, puts it away, walks to the back, and comes out with 2 eggs, hard boiled.
Thank you. Wow.
So what are you all doing this morning? We'll play it out.
we all get a table and kind of regroup after last night's
Mm-hmm.
commitments.
I would also like breakfast. But I'm a bear. I can't say that. I will,
I'll notice that he looks hungry.
I will rather pleadingly look at Finn's eggs and then back at him and then over at Petra and nudge her. And then I'll tap my nose on the table next to Finn's eggs.
I'll sigh and get up and go get him some.
Aw. 3 copper.
I'll follow.
I do
He brings out 2 hard-boiled eggs.
I say thank you and give them to Garm.
I'll slurp them up.
Aw. So y'all are sitting at a table now?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. It's in your hands now.
So we agreed to help the town, and we kind of need a first step. Does anyone have any ideas?
Well, if I'm going to be completely honest, I have absolutely no clue what we're doing. I don't know what is going on, and to be frankly honest, Fiona told us not to trust anybody.
Maybe we continue going on with our own quests, and if we happen to see any way to help them that makes sense in some random circumstance, we take it up on that, because right now we don't have any clues, really.
We don't have a clue for anything. We don't have a clue for where the children are. We don't have a clue for what the heck's going on in this town. All we have is Strahd walking up in here last night and scaring the living shit out of all of us.
I'm just going to count my head resting on the table.
And worst comes to worst, the fact of the matter is Strahd is the only one that's going to be able to help us. He's going to know. We know that the vampire living under Saltmarsh was banished from this land. Strahd is going to know a shit ton about him. We could potentially get some stuff that's going to stop him. He's the leader of the Sea Princes. We stop him, we find Thomas. And right now, Strahd is my best lead to getting my son back, which sucks because, man, I'm not thrilled about this situation. So, I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know who to trust. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that I'm pregnant, I am tired, and I am in very much mortal danger. And this is fine.
Garm doesn't say this, but Sarge will say it. How's that morning sickness going?
Well, considering I personally was throwing up this morning, it wasn't going great, and I'm personally not pregnant. So, I guess Nori is living out her morning sickness vicariously through me? I don't know.
Fair enough.
Alright, so Nori just had a tirade, so still cranky this morning. It's been a long day. Yesterday was a long, long day.
Sure. Ben, Petra?
Guess we could check out the town and just ask around for any clues, like about the green light, about that screaming lady. Maybe we can get something out of her that no one else could.
Let's do it.
I'll tap my nose on the table twice.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. So, where are y'all going?
I guess the first place we really see someone that looks like they can give answers and isn't just a commoner, if that's there at all.
Okay. Honestly, the closest would probably be the 3 Vistani that are inside the tavern.
We could stay in there and talk if everyone wants to.
But we're not splitting up.
Yeah.
What, no splitting the party?
Don't
Not
you
in this
know
town.
that
Not
you
here.
never split the party?
No.
With the fighters?
Salt Marsh. Sure.
No, we're not even in Saltmarsh. We're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, too many dead dragonborns for that.
All of them, all of the Dragonborns, dead.
Well, two we know. One of them we just kind of yeeted into the mist. She might still be alive. Maybe.
But still, one is too many.
There's only one maybe even alive. You saying one alive blue dragonborn is too many?
One dead dragonborn is too many. Jesus.
Anyway.
So what are y'all doing?
I guess talking to the Vistani. Well, Petra's probably talking to the Vistani because one's a half elf, one's a tiefling, one's a sea elf, and one's a bear.
Try not a tiefling.
Thank you. Sorry. It's like what time of the fucking night?
11:18.
Yeah, I'm there.
So Petra, you're walking over to them?
Are they all sitting separately or together?
They're all sitting together.
Okay.
Seem to be playing with a deck of cards.
Okay, I'll go over and ask if I can get in on their cards.
They look at you. They look at each other for a minute. Roll persuasion.
Okay. Could go either way. Which one?
We'll go with that first one. They look at each other and shrug. If you can keep up with the coin, they say, gesturing at a pile of gold. The bet's 3 gold each right now. You can get in with that, and you're in.
I can get in. So I'll put
They just
3
kind of
down.
look up at you. Okay. They deal you out 5 cards. They're not really saying anything to you. They're just going around the table. They're playing poker, basically.
After a little bit, I want to start talking about being, let's say, as an outsider to town, what's some stuff I should know while still being here? Like that green light, perhaps? Have you guys heard anything or seen anything about that?
They just kind of look at each other. They don't really say anything, though.
Okay.
They keep on playing.
Not talkers. Me neither, usually. Can I glance over at the party for help?
Sure.
Like pleading eyes, like I am not good at this, someone help.
The rest of y'all can roll insight. Or perception, if you notice it.
23?
Yeah, you notice her, and you can tell that she's wanting some help.
How are the Vistani's clothes looking? Anything looking like it's gonna need to be mended, fixed, something I can do to...
One of them has a rip. The girl has a rip in her shirt.
Alright, so... Nori! It's early in the morning. She hasn't done her hair yet. She's just wild green hair flying. Like behind her, like her little green waterfall. With her little cloak on. Looking hella cute. Is gonna walk up and be like, "Hi. I'm terribly sorry, but I noticed a rip in your shirt. I'm really good with fixing things. May I help you?"
Roll a persuasion.
Oh, -1 charisma. I'm offering to fix something for them.
She doesn't even look at you, just piss off. I'll get it fixed at the camp. You just keep playing.
I just look at Petra like, I don't know what to do. I look back at the bear going, The Baron, Finn, and Oceanus going, you guys gonna try?
Oceanus will walk over. Go look at everyone. I'm going to lean down to Petra. Throw more gold in.
Okay, I'll throw more gold in.
How much gold do you throw in?
5 more.
Okay. They look at each other and smirk. 2 of them fold, but one of them keeps playing and throws 5 gold in. I mean, it's actually the girl that stays in. She just looks up at you. She looks you in the eyes for the first time.
I'll do bear stuff to try and throw her off her rhythm.
What are you doing?
I'll pad over, and I'll look at Petra's cards. I'll look at Petra, and I'll kind of sniff and nuzzle. And then I'll walk over to the other one and try to look at her cards too.
She's not going to try to hide them. She thinks you're just a bear. She hasn't taken her eyes off Petra's eyes since she raised the bet.
I'll sniff the cards. Out of
Okay.
curiosity, who's got the better hand?
Let's find out. Petra.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna throw more money in.
How much more?
As she's throwing money in, I'll real uncomfortably close sniff the Vistani lady's face.
I'll throw 2 more coins in. Whatever.
How many more?
2.
2, okay. She nods. Then the bear gets in her face. Roll a... What would that be?
Annoyance?
What would you roll for a distraction?
Performance?
That's what I'm leaning toward.
The other possibility would just give her disadvantage on whatever she's doing, but
No, Garm, give me a performance check.
okay.
Deception, animal handling, intimidation.
Let's see where. Oh wow! I actually have proficiency with performance, so that makes it a 22.
Yeah.
You can be like one of the circus bears on the bicycles.
For a minute. And after a moment, she folds and pushes 30 gold over to Petra. Good playing. You in for the next round?
I could instead give you back your money if you give me information.
What do you want to know?
Everything about this town that I need to know. The green light, the screaming lady, Strahd, all of it.
I'm gonna kind of nuzzle a piece of gold away, and I'm gonna take the piece of gold, put it back on the bowl that my eggs came in, and take it over to the bar, and just plop the bowl down with the piece of gold.
Garm, do you need help?
Okay. Eric looks at you, but takes the gold piece.
Get you food?
Be a little more specific in your question. I'll see what I can do.
No,
One at a time.
The green light near the cemetery. What do you know what that is?
That is something. It's easier for you to see than to explain. Go to the cemetery at midnight and you'll understand.
Okay. What's known about this screaming lady who comes into town?
Oh, she doesn't come into town. She lives here.
Okay.
Well, she's been wailing, screaming for weeks now. She was a little not all there before, but something happened recently. We're not sure what. But it
Okay.
just broke her.
Interesting. And Strahd, where does he usually stick around, appear?
He lives in this castle, Castle Ravenloft. Which, of course, he named after his beloved mother, Queen Ravenova. If you go outside and look up the cliff, you will actually be able to see it.
And if someone wanted to get a hold of Strahd, how would one do that? Do you know?
Make him notice you. You're not from this realm.
I'm not.
He'll be keeping a close eye on you. He likes
Really?
to play cat and mouse with his food before he finishes you off.
Lovely. We don't go down easy. Well, most
She
of us.
smirks a little bit. If you want to know more, I suggest going to this camp and getting a Taraka reading from Madame Eva.
Okay.
She can tell you much more than we can.
Well, thank you for all the answers you've given and the advice. I expect with the money I've given back to you, if any of my partners and associates, no matter their race, you can ignore that and answer any questions they have as well. Or I'll happily take the money back.
I think another 20 gold could do that.
Do you really need 20 to
We
not
get as
judge
much as
someone's
we can
race?
get.
It's fine, Petra. We'll
Okay.
be fine. The information you've gotten is plenty. Thank you.
Then we'll be on our way. Thank you.
Did I ever get my
Just
eggs?
nods and takes the gold.
Well,
As you're walking out, she does say, luckily we Vistani aren't as particular about races. She looked at Eric. We Barovians are.
Did I ever get my eggs?
Trying to do the math, because you gave him a gold piece. No, actually, he probably just took the gold piece thinking it was a tip from the owner, from your owner.
I would have then, when he didn't go to get me eggs, I would have, with the nose, tapped the bowl.
Eventually, he would have gotten it and gotten you a gold's worth of eggs.
Garm is
So that'd be-
hanging out.
6 eggs and a copper piece. No, a silver piece.
Wait, what?
You would have gotten 9 eggs and a silver piece. That math's not quite right. Multiply that by 10.
90?
You would have gotten a lot of eggs.
Garm is pigging the fuck out.
90 eggs?
No.
They
Actually,
even
what
have
he
an
probably
idea?
would have done was given you 2 eggs and then given you change.
Fair. Garm will leave the pile of change on the counter and just keep tapping the bowl until he's full.
How many eggs does that take?
It would be about, let's see, 2 eggs per 3 copper. So 1 silver gets him about, well, no, 3 silver would even out pretty evenly.
Fair enough.
I'd keep going until I've used up about 3 silver worth of that gold piece.
You've eaten 3 silvers, so he gives you back 70 copper pieces. Pile them in the bowl after you're done eating.
I'll carry the bowl over. I'll carry the bowl over to Petra and set it down.
He just looks at Petra. You have a smart bear.
Yeah, I trained them well.
He just nods and goes back to cleaning glasses.
I'll nudge Petra's hip with my head.
Okay.
Probably rub his head a little bit.
Aww.
You know, doing bear stuff.
Doing bear stuff.
I will say, just be glad Garm isn't Forest Clan. Forest Clan are raccoons.
Hee.
Oh.
Because I found out one of the closest living relatives of bears are raccoons.
Rocket Raccoon.
It basically would have been Rocket.
Oh,
And on that note, what are y'all doing now?
having very bad ideas.
Is that Nori or Sabrina?
Remember that prostitute character? Prostitute Raccoon.
That's like it being a furry to a whole new
Oh
level.
my god!
Katie, are you okay?
Oh, never mind.
Hey now, fuck you.
That's Raccoon's job.
And on that note, I think we're going to end it here.
MoonClan looks
I
like
don't know how to come
pandas.
back from that.
Oh god, I missed it. I'm sorry, y'all.
You missed the prostitute raccoon.
I did. I had to take care of some shit. I apologize.
You also missed Garm figuring out how to order breakfast as a bear.
Damn it. Sorry about that, y'all.
No, you're fine.
So, Garm was eating his breakfast. Petra has learned a decent amount. What are y'all doing now?
Gonna go to the place where the people said to go. I guess.
Get those cards read.
The Tarok rating.
Oh,
That's where I'm going. I don't know about y'all.
fair enough. In
Yeah.
that case, we will end it here.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
Because that's at least a day's worth of travel. Maybe not quite that long, but
Okay. Like this was meant to be the bridge between last session and this and the next session. Alright, at least nobody got hurt tonight.
Yeah.
so yeah. With that, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.